For there are just two birds, one male and one female, and they are just one pair in the world. The female got lost. He seeks her. She seeks him. They had sought each other very long, until they lost their ways, and they saw that they can no longer find each other, so they stayed stationary and made themselves nests. He made a nest near one of the two countries, and not actually near it, except that in consideration of the bird's call, it is called near, since from the place where he stopped and made himself a nest, his call can already be heard therein, that country. And likewise, she also made herself a nest near the second country, also like that, not right adjacent, except from there her call can already be heard over there. And when night comes, in this way this pair of birds begin to wail, for he bemoans over her and she bemoans over him. They lament very much with a great howling call, and this is the wailing sound heard in these two countries, which on account of this call they must all begin wailing there and cannot sleep. So the crooked neck told over all of this. But they would not believe this, and said to him, "Will you lead us there, to the birds?" He said, "Yes, I can lead you there, except how can you come there? For if even here you cannot bear the wailing sound, and must all wail, when you will come there, you will surely be unable to stand it at all. And day by day one cannot stand the joy there. For day by day the birds come there to the bird, to each one of them separately, that is, to him and to her, and console them, and make them happy with extremely great rejoicing, and they pour out words of sympathy and console them. You will yet find each other, making them very happy, so much so that by day it is impossible to bear the joy there. And the sound of the birds making them happy is not heard from afar, just when one comes there. But the sound of the pair wailing at night, this is heard from far away. You cannot therefore come there." They said to him, "Can you correct this?" He replied, "Yes, I can correct it. For I can mimic all the sounds of the world. All the sounds in the world, he can produce them with his voice, making it exactly like any sound that may be. Furthermore, I can throw voices. That is, I can throw a sound, which here in the place I release the sound. The sound will not be heard at all. Only somewhere far away will the sound be heard there. And therefore I can throw her voice to him, that is, the sound which I will let out will arrive close to the place where he is, and likewise I can throw his voice so that it arrives close to her, and through this I will draw them until he brings them together. But who would believe this?" He went and led them into a forest. They heard as if someone opens a door, shuts it again, and slams the bolt, the klemke, shut, and firing from a gun, a bix, sending the dog to fetch the thing that he was shooting, and the dog thrashing in the snow, gegrazend in Schnee. The sages heard all this, and they looked around, they saw nothing at all, and also from him they heard nothing at all. It could only be that he, the crooked neck, the beggar with the crooked neck, was throwing those sounds. So they saw for certain that he can replicate all kinds of sounds exactly, and also throw sounds. He did not tell more about this, but continued on. And it is understood that he skipped over there. Hence, I have testament from that country that I have a wonderfully fine voice, and I can replicate all the sounds of the world. Today I present this to you as an absolute gift, Drasha Geschenk, to be like me. There was a grand celebration there, and extremely high spirits.